This is a greenhouse. A greenhouse is a glass structure that allows us to grow plants throughout the year, especially in winter when sunlight is minimum. A greenhouse traps solar energy and heats the interior, while the roof and walls slow the escape of heat. This process resembles the way the atmosphere helps keep the earth warm by trapping solar heat, and hence the term greenhouse effect is used to describe the earth's heating process. Interestingly, without the greenhouse effect, the average temperature of the earth's surface would have been -18 degrees Celsius, rather than the present average temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. To understand the greenhouse effect, let us see what happens to sunlight when it reaches the Earth's atmosphere. When solar radiation enters the atmosphere, it gets absorbed by clouds and gases. However, about 1/4 of the incoming solar radiation is reflected by clouds and gases. The atmosphere allows most of the radiation to pass through and heat the Earth's surface. The Earth, in return, reflects some of this heat back into the atmosphere as infrared radiation. Most of this long-wave infrared radiation does not escape back into space, as it is absorbed by atmospheric gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone, to name a few. These gases, commonly known as greenhouse gases, then send the infrared radiation back to the Earth's surface, thereby heating the surface again. This cycle repeats several times, thereby resulting in the greenhouse effect. In the last few decades, the amount of greenhouse gases, particularly carbon dioxide, has increased in the atmosphere primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels, coal and oil. This has resulted in continuous heating of the Earth, which has led to global warming. Did you know that during the last century, mainly in the last 3 decades, the temperature of the Earth has increased by 0.6 degrees Celsius? Scientists believe that this rise in temperature is resulting in odd climatic changes such as the El Niño effect and melting of polar and mountain ice caps. This active melting of glaciers and snow caps will result in a rise in sea level, which could submerge many coastal areas. Global warming may have several adverse effects in future, which scientists are still researching. Since we are aware of the consequences of global warming, how can we control it? By making small changes in our lifestyle, such as reducing the use of fossil fuels, reducing deforestation, optimally utilizing energy, and planting trees, we can help reduce global warming. This reduction in the use of fossil fuels and deforestation will also reduce the amount of greenhouse gases, which are responsible for global warming. International organizations such as United Nations Environment Programme and Greenpeace are taking measures to control two major environmental issues: global warming and the greenhouse effect. However, global warming and the greenhouse effect can only be tackled if we all actively contribute to its reduction.